skull. A district attorney convened a coroner's jury suspecting unaliving rather than accidental, but nothing came of that case. Belle ended up collecting $3,000 of insurance money of his passing. Fast forward to 1905, she started placing marriage ads in Chicago's newspaper, and a man named Henry Gerholt inserted her ad and ended up visiting her at her farm. While he was there, he wrote his family a letter saying he liked the farm and he was going to stay there with her. But that was the last time that his family ever heard from him, so they decided to contact Belle. When they did, she told them that Henry had gone off with horse traders to Chicago. Weird. But for whatever reason, she kept his trunk and his fur coat. The very next year, in 1906, another man named John Moe answered her ad. They corresponded and exchanged letters for several months. Eventually, Moe decided to travel to her farm to see her, and before doing so, he withdrew a large sum of cash. No one ever heard from him or saw him ever again. But although no one ever saw him again, a carpenter who did occasional work for Belle observed that Moe's trunk remained in her home. A couple of years later, in April of 1908, her farmhouse burned to the ground, and in the ruins, authorities found the bodies of a headless adult woman, Belle, and her three children. This, of course, led to a huge investigation that led the investigators and the police to find the partial remains of at least 11 additional people in her property. During the investigation, Ashley Helgilian, I hope that's how you pronounce it, sorry for the mispronunciation, she contacted the police after she found correspondence and different letters between Belle and her brother Andrew. In those letters, Belle was asking him to move to her farm, bring a lot of money, and to keep it all a secret. The sister visited Belle's farm after all of the findings with a man who had been hired by Belle to do work on the farm. He led her to a pen for hogs. So they decided to dig one out, and there they found two hands, 2 feet, and one head, which she recognized as her brother Andrew. She, of course, reported it to the police, and the police came back to the farm and found dozens of those pens. Of course, they dug every single one of them out and found torsos and hands, arms hacked from the shoulders down, and masses of